And here we are playing The Legend of Zelda.
Ah, yes, Zelda. I suck at this game.
This was one of 2 games that I had received for a birthday present. So between this and Mega Man 2, they tie for the first game I really received for my NES. They all came packaged with Super Mario Brothers, but... So this game, I played the ever-loving crap out of for years and years, and I'm probably still terrible at it.
I didn't beat it until I was in my 30s.
Awesome. So I'll play, and you can talk.
Oh,
and
great.
We've already got it set up with Cucumber.
All right.
Although, little secret, well, why the hell not show this? If you put in the name Zelda, using one of the buttons that works,
Space Zelda?
Is there a space there?
Yep.
Yep. So if you eliminate the space Zelda, and then registers actual Zelda...
Is this some kind of fancy code thing?
Yep. See the sword?
Uh-huh.
Normally that sword goes up when you finish the game,
Okay.
and that indicates you're on the second, more difficult quest. So if we play that, we can actually play through the second quest.
No.
Oh, I've never finished the second quest.
Awesome.
I'm not going anywhere near that one.
Let's not do that.
No. So,
All right.
now just drink this in for a minute. This screen...
Drink this in.
Well, you turn it on and...
You some kind of goddamn philosopher?
I'm trying to paint the picture here, because if somebody's watching this that hasn't actually played 8-bit games, it just looks like garbage. I mean, you remember playing Dungeons and Dragons on the Intellivision? Mm-hmm. How silly that looked?
Yes.
And how my uncle thinks it's amazing because he played it when he was younger?
Yes.
Yeah, nostalgia is a bastard.
Well, the only piece of nostalgia I have for this game is that door to the top.
Right, so that's what I was getting at here. I remember throwing this in on my birthday. One of the older kids in the neighborhood was there, and he was like, "Oh, you have to go in there." There's no story, nothing. You just, here you are, you're playing, you're a little green dude. And I didn't know to go in there. And then this old lecherous sort of pedophile dude.
That's exactly what I think.
Yeah.
I think of the guy from Family Guy. Jeez. Ooh, creepy. Nothing like giving a kid a hard wooden stick.
Yeah. Rating the A box.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the game...
So much wrong with this game.
The game came with a map and the instruction book. I used to read the instruction booklet like a regular storybook. It was amazing. It had little drawings in it, and you know, those days are long gone, but I think that added quite a bit to just purchasing a game and getting immersed in it. And so this game was just all about exploration. There was no story to drive it. The story was that little scroll up that we skipped and
here you go.
Whatever was in the instruction manual, like that was it.
It's like the MMOs of today.
Yeah.
Skip. Give me the loot!
Yeah. But the game did come with a map. It didn't have the entire map. It had a lot of it grayed out, but it labeled the first and I think second, maybe even the third dungeon, just to sort of get you on the way.
I never remember where the second is.
I vaguely remember, but there's a break in the forest that always makes it hard for me to remember exactly how to get to it. Which is part of the fun and the charm of the game. It's, you know...
Wandering around aimlessly until you're ready to throw your controller out of frustration.
Exactly!
Yeah.
NES! Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't beat it until I was in my 30s.
Yeah, that must stand for never enough stress.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, are you going to even make it to the first dungeon?
Probably not. So, I'm just going off memory here. I mean, the first dungeon's fairly easy to find. It's when you start getting into the second and third dungeons. I did go through this game, I think in 09 or 2010, and I did read this on the internet, so I'm going to share it. That locked door there, if I walk out and walk back in, unlocked.
Awesome.
And that is the extent of my knowledge of secrets in this game. So you don't have to go in any particular order. There are items that are useful, the items found in the dungeons, but you don't necessarily have to have them for that dungeon or the next dungeon. So if you were skillful enough, you could go through and
start at the 7th dungeon?
I think you do need an item for that one.
Oh,
the later dungeons
so
are
there
very-
you go. It's not quite as free as you think it is.
Shut your hole. Drink your coffee.
I am. All I remember is that these are kind of monotonous to get through at times.
I like that part of it, though. It was... You just
Monotony?
explored. Well,
Yes.
it wasn't monotony. It was exploration.
It was enough to drive small children to complain and whine and
Grow up into complaining old, whiny old people.
Yes, that's what I'm becoming.
Now. That's about as consoling as I get. There's no actual message, just now.
I have a feeling this is going to be a long time going.
Oh, it's going to be a rather lengthy playthrough. My goal is to try and have a couple platformers on the go at the same time as longer role-playing adventure games.
Oh, you mean that horrible attempt at Super Mario Brothers that we're fresh off the frustration list for?
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about that now. We'll focus on The Legend of Zelda. Although, funny you bring that up, I remember reading that when they developed this game, it was in development simultaneously with Super Mario Brothers, and the whole idea was it was to be everything Mario was not. So Mario was very linear platformer, just get yourself from point A to point B, and this was the opposite of that.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
I mean, I could be pulling this completely out of my ass. I don't remember where I read that or why I know that. It's the funny thing about knowledge. When you think about it, you're actually just remembering the last time you remembered it.
Probably.
So, I suspect I'm hearing some noise outside, which is a special little child coming in. And by that I mean my younger idiot brother. So, he may barge in and ruin this recording. We'll find out. And I love this early 80s butchering of translations. This one, I don't even know what they're referring to.
Eastmost Peninsula.
Yeah. There are some that are fairly clear what they're supposed to be alluding to once you know the game, but some of them are just cryptic as all hell.
Oh, look, you didn't even have to find the map. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That looks like an eagle.
it does.
But not like a real eagle. The eagle from like the US rank structure that the colonels wear. Which I guess is a real eagle.
Wasn't based off a cartoon eagle?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they had cartoons when they made armies. Oh, these assholes are the ones who give you the boomerang, I think.
They give you a boomerang? I thought you had to find a boomerang.
The way you get the boomerang clearly wasn't them, but I thought you had to defeat a bunch of those guys in a room, and then you got the boomerang from defeating them. And this was how you found items, none of that slow opening treasure chest bullshit. Just items laying around.
That old guy said Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Well, that must have been the peninsula that he was talking about.
Yeah, but he could be referring to, like, the overworld map. Holy shit, I'm just about done.
You better find yourself a fancy heart or mushroom or something. Oh, no, mushroom's not in this game.
Well, I mean, we could find a mushroom, but our riveting commentary would take a 90-degree turn into the weird. It's too bad we don't have, like, at least one comment. Maybe somebody could tell us what they'd want to hear us talk about. One of those have you ever, or would you ever, or would you rather.
So you want... No, look, you're right. There's two.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So you definitely want, like, fan mail.
Yeah.
You gotta build your fan mail.
Yeah, I had a roommate. He would always ask me the weirdest "would you ever" question. Oh, damn it! And yes, I absolutely want fan mail. My ego's not going to grow itself. But yeah, my roommate, holy shit, the would you ever questions he would come up with. I wish I could think of one off the top of my head. Maybe between this and the next episode, I'll see if I can jot one down, because they were fucking strange.
Well, speaking of next episode, I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, well, then like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
As I salute the microphone.